Welcome back. Daniella Squicquero is here, and today she's wearing her chamber hat, as she does when she comes to give us the business report. So, Daniella, let's start with a little bit of overview on what the climate is like currently in town for the business report.
Absolutely. So, glad to be back, of course, as always. And we are seeing finally the ability to talk about something sometimes other than this coronavirus. So, we are actually seeing a lot of business activity in and around the Bluffton area and the larger Lowcountry region. It's a very, very positive sign. Now, going into this next bit of uncertainty, right, that's when people really start to seize up as far as activity. In the very beginning of this, we saw a real halt on activity until we knew what we were dealing with. And of course, running up to an election, you get that additional uncertainty. Now that we're through that point and past that obstacle, people are starting to get a little bit more comfortable. It really doesn't matter as much historically which direction it goes, as long as we know which direction it's going, so people can plan and make their choices and make their financial commitments. So what we're seeing right now is the businesses that have been able to remain open, whether they had the cash to keep their doors open or they were able to just get creative enough to get over that hump as we went through this first and hopefully only real phase of shutdowns. Those businesses are now seeing a good deal of activity, and this is particularly true in the luxury sector. So for finances that are discretionarily spent, if you will, we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a bit of an uptick in tourism, which some people are happy about, some people are not, but either way you see it, it is a good thing for the baseline when you're looking at the economy in this area.
Sure, absolutely. And that's good that we're seeing some upticks and things. And so we're going to move to something else. You've got an announcement that you want to make from the chamber. So something's going on that's exciting?
Actually, yes. So it's very exciting. Of course, this is the Bluffton Business Report. And so the Greater Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, and as we know, we have two wonderful chambers that service this area, but the Greater Bluffton Chamber of Commerce has recently announced a new executive director, John Kirkland. He is a name that anyone that's been in Bluffton for a while will know. He's very involved in the community, a wonderful person, and he is going to be an excellent person to be in this position of leadership as we continue to move through and decide and discuss what's going to be coming next. How do chambers of commerce, which of course, by the way, all of them across the country right now are trying to figure out, in lieu of having a lot of face-to-face interactions, how are we going to continue to service our people and our business communities? And of course, that's the conversation we're having right here in Bluffton as well.
Yeah, well, welcome, John. Very exciting, very exciting. And so speaking of things that are exciting, there's something that's going to be maybe coming to Old Town that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, so as a matter of fact, it's already here. So if you've been keeping your ear to the ground and the buzz in the Old Town Bluffton community, but of course the larger Lowcountry is going to be able to enjoy this as well. That is the Burnt Church Distillery. So I had the distinct pleasure of having a bit of a sneak peek this past weekend to see that with a group of drivers from a Porsche event that was up at Peacock. That was fun, but we can save that for next time. But we had this great event, but it really was an eye-opener for a couple of reasons. Not only this wonderful new event space and distillery that we'll have with multiple products that they'll make available to our Lowcountry imbibers, if you will, but more importantly, who is looking at the Lowcountry? We've been in a pandemic. Everybody knows that. And yet this business and many others have been trucking on with full intentions of opening their doors in the Lowcountry. He even said when he was giving us the tour, you know, I could have been in a lot of other states, but we love this community. We've fallen in love with it, and we wanted our business right here in Bluffton.
Well, I know that was greatly anticipated, so it's really fantastic that it's open. Thank you, Daniella, for being with us for the business report this week.
It's
we really
my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thankfully, we're in the last month of hurricane season, but since we are still in the season, we're going to take a look back at how you should be prepared just in case.